Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. I think it's safe to say this is one of the weirdest and biggest reveals, at least on the internet, in terms of personalities coming out and revealing something here because Nikocado Avocado has been bullied for years on his YouTube channel and of course everywhere else on social media, people taking clips and stuff and saying Nikocado is basically destroying his body. And now this video has come out 2 steps ahead where he has revealed, and it's in the thumbnail, you see where he has lost so much weight. People are posting saying that he lost over 200 pounds, and the videos he was putting out over the last couple of years were old archived videos that he had filmed or had already released or whatever. He was re-releasing them, but basically everything we've been seeing over the last couple of years is old stuff he shot, and he's been using all this time to lose the weight to then prepare for the next chapter, I guess, in his YouTube experiment or something, because I guess he's claiming this was all an experiment and a lot of us failed. Personally, for me, I've never really watched his stuff. I've seen clips and stuff like on different social media platforms or whatever of like people just taking clips and making fun of him, but I've never actually really watched his content because it's just not my kind of content. But this is crazy, the fact that he's now come out and is showing that, hey, you all failed who were making fun of me, and I basically did this all for an experiment of some sort. So let's dive in. We're going to play the video a little bit here. It's over 25 minutes. I'm just going to play a little bit here to see what he has to say, because I've not really listened to the video. I've only seen people talk about the video. So let's just dive in. Let's see what's going on here. And I'm not sure what's going on here, but okay.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment for my entire life. It's alluring, it's compelling, it's gripping to observe all these unwell, disoriented beings roam the internet in search of stories.
So he is considering this a social experiment. Interesting. Like, to him, this was all to see, I guess, how far he could push himself, how far the internet was going to go when making fun of him and going after him and everything. I'm guessing that's the point, I guess.
Where they involve themselves with the stories and become a product of influence. Thirsty for a distraction from time unspent, spoiling their minds, yet stimulating them at the same time. It's brilliant. And it's dangerous.
That's true, yeah.
I feel as if I'm monitoring ants on an ant farm.
Ants, okay.
One follows another, follows another, follows another.
Okay, I see what he's meaning.
It's mesmerizing. It's spellbinding. All these little consumers, all of these lost and bored people. People consuming anything that they're told to consume.
I don't know why he was wearing the panda mask, but okay.
I am the villain because I've made myself one.
Okay.
And you will continue to consume these stories about me year after year after year, for as long as I tell the internet that I am the villain.
Okay. I guess he's become the villain in this arc of the story because of all the bullying, I guess, right? He's talking kind of strange in this video too, and the panda mask, or what, I don't understand why he was wearing that at all, but maybe there's something I'm missing from context here, but he's talking strange. But then again, he was getting crazier and crazier in his videos, and I think that was the point leading up to this turning here. I don't think this is not actually Nick, right? This is the persona in the story he's telling on YouTube speaking, right? I think he's playing a character. But I get what he's saying, though, right? That you're all like ants. At first I'm like, ants? But everyone was just following everybody else's lead in terms of, oh, this guy's messing up his own body, which he was. He knew what he was doing, though, right? He knew that he was making this content that was going to get a reaction, a certain reaction from people, and then it was going to spread. it's not always guaranteed. Like, there was no guarantee Nikocado was actually going to blow up on social media. But when he saw the response of his videos and he was gaining a little more weight, I think at first it was never planned for him to go down this route of it being a social experiment. I think he saw videos that were performing successfully for him, and then he turned it into this narrative. That's my assumption, because you can't plan for success, right? Especially with YouTube success, because it's not guaranteed you're going to blow up on social media. It's not guaranteed you're going to blow up on YouTube or whatever platform you use. It's never guaranteed unless you're a celebrity already, and then you make a YouTube channel or you make an account on some social media website. Then it's more guaranteed you're going to get a lot of people following you and reposting your stuff and sharing your stuff. But in this case, Nikocado, he wasn't famous before YouTube. He didn't have a platform, or he wasn't doing something that was seen as a thing to where he was getting a following until YouTube. So now he's using this as a way to see how far can he push it. Because I guess he was already probably getting messages and people commenting and making fun of him before he really went off the deep end and really pushed his persona and the videos to a level that is just beyond ridiculous. And he was doing it at really to just see how far they're willing to go after him, to put him down. And now he has spent all this time posting old videos he had recorded to lose all this weight, to then go into this new version of himself and to maybe start a new path. Because I think as we continue on, yes, there's him there with a bird, and he's back to doing these kind of videos, mukbang and stuff, eating all this. I think it was all planned. Not right away, though.
And infect the minds of the ants. Influence the ants. Brainwash the ants. You are the ants.
Okay.
Today I woke up from a very long dream. And I also woke up having lost 250 pounds off of my body. Yet just yesterday, people were calling me fat and sick and boring and irrelevant.
I mean, you could say irrelevant, but I would say that he was in a certain, like, realm of YouTube. And the fact is, too, like, if you go back on his content before this video, his last post was about 7 or 8 months ago. And people were assuming that, oh, he actually lost the 250 pounds within 7 to 8 months. I don't think that's the case. I think, as people are been saying online since this video came out, that it's been actually way longer than that he's just had old videos up and just uploading either old videos that are new, like spanning them out, because he wasn't uploading like weekly or whatever. He was uploading like maybe like once a month, or maybe taking 2 months off. Smart. You know, it's definitely fascinating because no one saw this coming, because a lot of people were predicting something bad was going to happen that he could not come back from, right? That he was going to literally eat himself to death. People thought this was going to happen. And a lot of people were assuming that's what was going to happen. So the fact that he found a route, a path to actually change the narrative, not so much that we understood at the time, and now he can come out and say, look, you all thought that you knew what was really happening, and you don't. You were all being fooled and tricked. Yes, I gained all that weight, but you didn't. But then again, there was always that risk, right? There's always that risk that, yeah, he's putting so much weight on and he's really going out there and really pushing himself to eat as much as possible. It could have caused damage he's not even aware of to his body. It's possible. This is crazy to see this unfold, but yeah, I just wanted to respond and talk about it for a bit, because who would have thought, right? Who would have thought this would have happened? But crazy stuff. What do you guys think of this whole situation? What do you think of this reveal, and what do you think that's going to be next? I guess he's going to continue, because, like, as we see here, he's back to just eating large amounts of food. So maybe it's just maybe this is a one-time thing just to prove a point, and then he's gonna do other stuff. I don't know, but interesting. Hmm.